What's going on, my people? It's your boy Young Twin in the building. Yes, I'm back. Been gone for a second, but I had to report on this story. I've got several emails about it. If you don't know what's going on, you're living up under a rock. Donald Trump has dispersed 2,000 National Guard to California due to the protests that's been going on there. I knew this was going to happen. He's not playing any games. I guess they thought they had time to get out. This man has been telling people he's going to do the biggest deportation in American history. He told you that. And I'm hearing a lot of people say, yeah, that's what they get. They shouldn't have voted for him. I have a lot to say about that. But before we do that, I'm going to just go through a few clips here. And because, we're going to get right into it. Come on, let's go.
Orders are Tom Homan just released saying they need National Guard to basically restore order in Los Angeles, California. And guess what? Trump then deploys 2,000 National Guards to go in to Los Angeles and Paramount and to restore the order that is now no longer there. This comes after violent protests and clashes erupted during this mass ICE immigration raid in Los Angeles and in Paramount. Now understand, guys, when the National Guard is deployed, that is to restore order because violence is going on, raiding is going on. They're going to attempt to restore order. And during this time when they attempt to restore order, there may be pepper spraying. There may be people injured. I know a lot of the protesters are trying to protect immigration families, which I completely understand, but also remember that the National Guard is out there to restore order, and it might get a little crazy. It might get a little violent. At the end of the day, stay safe and continue to pray for those that are out there that are having to experience this. This is Lady Queen Black with news. I'll keep you updated. Bye, guys.
She knows what she's talking about. They only call in the National Guard when things have gotten out of hand. And ladies and gentlemen, things have gotten out of hand. Donald Trump is not playing with these people. He's not playing. He's not giving you any time. He already gave you. He gave you the time when he was running for president. The time is here. The time is now. But this is what I tried to tell people. See, California is a sanctuary city. They think Governor Newsom gonna save them. Haven't you guys found out Donald Trump can do what he wants? He's going to overpower everybody. If he can do it, he's going to do it. I mean, y'all, they thought it was a game. It's not a game. They thought they don't care about it being a sanctuary city. The federal government funds everybody, which is Donald Trump. He's stopping that, by the way. How you going to get money from the federal government and tell them what to do? It's not going to happen. We're going to get into a few clips. I want y'all to check this out real quick. Come on.
Here's what we know so far. The LA County Sheriff's Department tells NBC News one person has been arrested and several others were detained following protests yesterday. U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley announced on X that more than a dozen people were arrested for allegedly impeding federal agents. This morning, it's still not clear what charges they could face. Crowds quieted down overnight, but earlier in the day, federal officials clashed with several protesters at several locations as unrest ensued. NBC4's Annette Arriola live in our newsroom to break down what else is happening right now. Annette, good morning.
Michelle, good morning to you. A very busy 24 hours. Demonstrators erupted across L.A., tensions reaching a boiling point, and now National Guard members are here in Southern California. And President Donald Trump has said that Marines could also be called in. This is the new video coming in from overnight showing the California National Guard arriving to the detention center in downtown L.A. The Trump administration saying the deployment is in response to the protests that began.
They said the Marines can be deployed. Donald Trump is not playing any games, ladies and gentlemen. He's not playing any games. Come on.
On Friday night over immigration enforcement operations that have resulted in clashes between demonstrators and law enforcement. Now, this video here from News Chopper 4 is as it flew over the federal building last night on Alameda, and you can see there dozens of agents coming out of the building to disperse crowds in downtown. At one point, they fired pepper balls and flash grenades to push back protesters. Now, the LAPD declared an unlawful assembly and moved the demonstrators off the streets. Our McCollum.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the riots in California back in the day. The protests that blacks did all over these years. I want to say this before I continue with this video. This is not going to work. Black people already done this. Black people already done this. It didn't get us nowhere. It didn't get us anywhere. But I want to say this as well. These people came here, they were let in by the previous administration. Okay? And they left him hanging, basically. I did a few videos on it. I already know why they was let in. But they came over here and they got really, really cocky. They got arrogant. And they started disrespecting black people. And now they want black people to help them. Black people are not coming to help anybody but ourselves at this point. It's just not going to happen. Come on.
Are you concerned at all about what's happening here, how they're responding to you guys?
I'm concerned because honestly, like, we're peacefully protesting, you know? We're not throwing anything. We're not causing any damage, anything. I mean, there is graffiti, right? But at the end of the day, the damage was more cost to us than we cost to them.
You're not peacefully protesting. We got videos of these guys setting cars on fire, standing on top of cars. He says it's graffiti, but that's nothing. It's graffiti, but it's nothing. This administration is not going to play no games with you people. It's not going to happen. You think you're going to be able to go against the federal government? Okay, come on.
And our McCollum Medina was also caught in the middle of the melee. You hear there the flashbangs going off. He was standing very close to the newsman, and then you see him being pushed out as the chaos unfolds. Now, Governor Newsom has also issued a statement saying that the federal government's decision to take over the California National Guard is, quote, purposefully inflammatory and will only escalate tensions. Michelle, we'll send it back to you.
Government Newsom, it would only escalate tension. First of all, like I said, it's a sanctuary state. You're supposed to help with the law enforcement, but they're just laying back. So Trump had to send in federal assistance. That's what this is. I mean, like I said before, people think that. I guess they think that he playing. I don't know. Come on.
And canisters of tear gas were thrown into the crowds in Paramount yesterday as deputies and federal agents in riot gear stood across the street From a Home Depot there, the sheriff's department declared it an unlawful assembly and asked
I was wondering when this was going to happen. I mean, we know where they at. I used to live down south. They are literally at Home Depot, waiting in front at the gas station, waiting for a rich white dude to pick them up with their truck and take them to his job site where he can get free labor. See, this is why they were brought in to begin with, to replace the black man, which we want more money. That's all this is about. You Negroes want too much money. Y'all lazy. No, we're not lazy. We just want more money. And I'm tired of people talking about, oh, who gonna pick our crops? Who gonna do the work? Who was doing it before? Who was doing it before? We'll be fine. It's not that black people don't want to work. Black people we want money for our time. Our time is valuable now. We did free labor for 300 some years. We're tired of that. What's wrong with you people? The time somebody stand up for themselves, we call lazy. And these same people came over here calling us lazy. You lazy, you lazy. You don't want to work. You lazy. See what these people thought. They thought by getting on the white folks' side. See, they got cocky. They got cocky. They gave them cars, food, home. See, when you get comfortable, you can lay back and cook you something to eat and start talking greasy. They started talking greasy. Yeah, blacks don't want to do nothing. They want to do. Let me tell you something. Blacks built this country, Pedro. And don't you never forget it. I got a father worked 30, 40 something years in General Motors. He don't have much to show for it, but he did it. Okay? It's not no one programs there where he could go and get free stuff. Black people have had dreams for years. There's a lot of stuff my father wanted to do. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do. The funding is not there. It's redlining. They keep that kind of stuff from us, and we don't have a lot of information. That's changing now. Blacks, the COVID changed that. Blacks are figuring it out. Oh, I can do this. I ain't got to work like that. I can do this. Go get me a C Corp. Go get me an LLC. Write it off. Get me a company. Go buy me a vehicle. Put it in the company name. Put the logo on the side of the door and call it the company vehicle. What? I can write off gas. This is why they kept reading from us. If you get caught reading, they chop your foot off. Y'all remember that? Don't come over here acting like y'all just made it overnight, because you didn't. We did this. Now you want to come over and call us lazy? No, we just tired. We just tired now. We're not finna work for pennies. And we're not finna get out in no field and pick no fruit for no $10, $12, $15 an hour. I heard those guys were getting paid $11 an hour. Is you crazy? Who can live off $11 an hour? I can't. You can't live off $18 an hour. I mean, you can, but it's hard. Are you paying attention to what's going on in the country? It's ridiculous. But these people got very, very, very cocky. Start talking down on us. They actually thought they were in bed with these people. But see, one thing you people don't understand, black people understand white folks very well. We know that as soon as you think you getting good with them, things can change in a split second. That quick. They have a lot of faces, Pedro. They have a lot of faces, Sandria. Y'all think we got it. And black folks just looking like, okay, we'll have it. We're gonna find out. And I also found out that it was people that's been over here already. I talked to an Indian guy. You know what he told me? He stays in Troy, Michigan. He has a professional practice. He's an Indian. The guy that has the dot on his head. He said, I'm tired of immigrants coming in, and my grandfather, my grandmother never got the green card. And these people come overnight and get everything. And my grandfather been here 50, 60 years. These people voted against you people. They've been over here 50, 60 years and they still ain't got they legal. Because you know why? The United States keep looping it. They keep looping it. Well, you got to pay us this. You got to pay us this. You people got it overnight. And it was getting ready to give you citizenship. You know why they was going to give you citizenship? Just so you can vote legally. Because they knew black folks wasn't going to vote Democrat. See, you was blinded by your greed. You were blinded by your greed. And now we're in this situation. Come on.
Crowds to disperse peacefully. Deputies say at one point the crowd grew to about 350 to 400 people and turned violent. Protesters were heard shouting at agents and throwing fireworks at law enforcement. NBC4 spoke to people in Paramount about what they witnessed.
It's anger that we have, fear, a mix of emotions, heartbreaking. You know, no one is expecting to go to work and not come home. People are here for a better living. And if people are not seeing problem with this, then they need to wake up.
That's another thing I want to bring up. They always say we come here for a better living. How you gonna come to a country, but you're always waving your flag? If your country's so great, do like y'all tell us to do. Go back to Africa. Go back to Africa. First of all, I wasn't born in Africa. I was born in the United States of America, so I'm already a citizen. You go back to your country. How about that? They'll tell you that in a minute. Go back to your country. Go back to your country. They'll tell you that in a second. Come on.
That's a big issue.
The FBI also shared this video online in an attempt to track down the person throwing rocks at cars in the city. President Trump deployed the National Guard in attempts to keep the peace, as you just heard. This is a move that the U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California says is necessary.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He has a motorcycle helmet on, throwing rocks at Border Patrol and law enforcement. But you're out there saying that you're doing peaceful protests. These people are insane. I mean, welcome to our world. It's going to get worse. Somebody's going to get hurt. Like Tom Holman says, somebody's going to get hurt. I want to say this. I'm going to say this before I continue. If this was black people, somebody already be dead. I probably shouldn't have said it on the YouTube. They'll be deleted. You can't even say stuff anymore. Somebody already be gone, and they'll be beating us in the street. Where the dogs at? Where the water hoses? Where is it at? They just throwing gas. Y'all lucky they ain't do. They did us way worse than this. Give her hear of the Tulsa, Oklahoma massacre. They brought in government planes, and they still didn't pay. There's one more person left that survived the Oklahoma massacre. She's 103, 108. God bless her soul. She's the last remaining survivor of that attack from the government. They turned her down. They always say, well, you don't, y'all, it didn't happen to you blacks. That happened to other people. Do your own life. So what about this woman that's living that's 108 years old? She can't get her what's owed to her? You got people right now in South Carolina, Hilton Head Island. I know because I used to install power on that island. You got people, those Geechees back there in South Carolina. You got them folks still trying to steal their property because it's a golf resort. That's what Hilton Head Island is now. It's a resort island. But they're taking the land from the Geechees, the black folks back there. They're still back there in the woods. I used to work with them. They have an accent. They talk a certain way. They hire workers. But there's no type of funding or no type of assistance for them to get to save their land. I think Tyler Perry matter of fact, I know he did. He just helped a lady on Hilton Head Island in South Carolina. They were trying to take her property, and Tyler Perry went in and paid her property taxes. And she was able to keep her property. He can't save everybody, but he did that. This is the stuff that they don't tell you. Meanwhile, these people come in. Now, I'm going to tell you something. It was set up for these people to take over in the next 4 years. They're not going to let it go. See, we have to fight all this time. And this all fire we don't got. This is all fire we don't got. But these people, they brought these people in. They let them in, gave them all this free stuff, moved our children out of our schools. I remember. See, people forget stuff when things calm down. I never forget it. I never forget it. They were taking black children out of black schools and making them immigrant shelters. And the places that they were taking them from, those places were damn near unlivable, unbearable, bad piping. Our schools are trash, man. They put us out. Y'all get on out of here. Then fix them up for the immigrants. Move them out the way. Ain't that something? I remember people ask me why I'm talking like this, because I know what's going on. Yeah, I know what's going on. These people, if Donald Trump would have lost this election, 25, 26, 27, 29, by 2029, these people will have properties, they have businesses, buildings, and you know what they'll be saying? I've been here for 4 years, and I have this and I have that. You've been over here your whole life. Why you ain't got nothing? Because the aid wasn't given. Like I said, my father worked for years. Oh, he had major dreams. He had major things he wanted to do, but it wasn't nowhere he could go to get free funding. You have to write a business proposal to get a loan, and it better be a heck of a good one. And you still gonna get denied. They're not gonna give you no money to start nothing. Why do you think during the COVID people got on? Why do you think people got on during the COVID? Because money was finally available. Everybody didn't use that money to screw off and go live and ball out and show off. No, it's a lot of people that I know that got on during the COVID, that money, those PPP loans, and they never went back. And they not going back. They got a taste of the good life. And that's why the government, the Democrats, brought in these people. They let them in and gave them all that assistance. Because, hey, our niggas are no longer working for us. They grew up. We ain't got their minds no more. We lost them. Donald Trump, what the hell have you done? You showed these Negroes too much. You don't let them escape off the plantation. What's wrong with you? Donald Trump like, I don't care, man. Let them have it. I'm on the bigger and better things, man. But they don't like to see us get nothing. They don't like to see us get a dime, a penny. They rather give it to somebody else. These people are the ones that got our reparation money. These people right here. These people you see throwing rocks in this is it. They the ones Ukraine got our reparation money. They've been telling us all these years they didn't have it. We ain't got it. They could have been gave it to us and let us blew it by now. Because, niggas, some people gonna blow it, but it's their money to blow. Some people gonna blow it. But guess what? They can't risk the ones that not gonna blow it. That's how scared they are. Oh no. See? They can't say it's 10 people that won't blow it. Which is gonna be way more than that. But just, they don't want us to have no capital. They rather give it away to somebody else. You believe what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? Come on. You know I'm telling the truth.
necessary. He spoke with NBC4's Conan Nolan. Homeland Security says ICE has arrested 2,000.
United States Attorney Bill O'Saley says there was no immigration raid at the Home Depot yesterday in Paramount, but rather immigration agents were staging at a nearby federal building.
So it was just a staging area for our federal agents, but they were spotted and word got out, and these agitators who are organizing this resistance effort started mobilizing people to that location, and it turned into an ugly scene pretty quickly.
O'Saley says that ugly situation did not stop
them. Okay, so you get the point. We're gonna go to something else. I want you to get some of these. I want to get some of this. I want you to get some reactions, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some reactions here. People that's getting deported. Let's get some actions, some reactions of people crying and things like that. Come on, let's go.
My mom just got deported. My mom just got deported. It's so not fair. It's so not fair. She's literally not a criminal. Like, she's literally just paid her taxes. She's literally just...
Sir, do you know that my mother and my father was not a criminal? They just paid their taxes. Did you know that, sir? Do you know how many black people that were not criminals? Do you know blacks are pulled over? My father taught me years ago how to handle the police. I know I keep changing the subject. Put your hands on the steering wheel. Act like you got some sense. Talk like you got some sense. You don't get pulled over by the police and act tough and act a fool. My dad said they'll go across your head with a billy club. I'm looking like, Dad, they don't use billy clubs no more. They got aspartans and guns and tasers. But in his day, it was billy clubs. You got this guy here crying. Like they've been doing so bad. Man, welcome to our world. I don't have any feelings for it. All the stuff we've been through. I really don't. Come on.
We're not safe. No one's safe.
No, you're not. Please. No, you're not. You just now figured that out?
Hug your loved ones, please.
For my husband, I'm like, are you sure you want to vote Republican? And he's saying he's going to deport criminals. You're not a criminal. Every time we go to ICE, they tell you, Mr. Juarez, your wife is no criminal. He voted for him, and now he's deporting his wife. And now they deported me, they kicking me out, and they breaking my family apart. Before you enlist in the military, think it twice. Before you marry an immigrant.
Hold on, man. Wait a minute. We've been saying this for years. Don't go into the military. It ain't no place for no black man, which is stupid, by the way. My brother got in the military, did very well. He's a prick, but he's doing very well for himself. He's well off. I just think people got in the military. I don't know. I ain't seen nothing. I lived on a military base. I worked for a military installation in Hinesville, Georgia. When the Twin Towers was hit, I did security for the installation. I don't know what they're talking about. I grew up, people don't join the white man's war. Don't join the white man war. You could take advantage of the military. You have the GI Bill. You get money. You can literally live for free in the military. You got housing. You can go to the chow hall. You literally can save all your money, man. You can buy an electric bike, go to PT, go to school, and most of those guys don't do no work anyway. I know. I'm telling you, they be up under the truck sleep. They be on their post sleep. That's why Trump doing what he doing, man. Them dudes weren't doing no work. They was sitting around eating all the time at the PX, man. I don't know what these people talking about. Come on.
Think it twice. think if it's really worth for you to sell this country. For my husband, I'm like,
I'm just a deport.
Este verso es. My dad bought everything for me to live over here, the rent, and I don't know what I'm gonna eat.
And then they use the babies. I'm telling y'all, this is not going to work. They don't care about that. One thing I will speak on, and I'm going to get done with this. Using the babies as the front. Man, don't nobody care about that. Donald Trump did finesse some people, just like he finessed Elon Musk. That's what these people do. Y'all thought y'all was in good. Y'all should have been with us. Y'all was against reparations. Y'all should have stuck with us. But we know who you are. Y'all call us worse names than they do. Now you're crying. Come on.
I need my dad for me. My dad didn't nothing. He's not a criminal or something. That's what the immigrants took them. So please let him free.
He's not a criminal. I'm so sick of this, man. They keep on. He's not a criminal. He's not a criminal, man. They don't care about. They don't care. They don't care about if you're a criminal. They want you out of here. They don't want you here. They didn't want us here. You know what? The only time they wanted us here was for free labor. That's it. They didn't want us here. They did not want us here. And they still don't want us here. Anyway, I'm gonna try to like and subscribe to the channel. I'm new to this. I appreciate you tuning in. 1 second, real quick. I want to look at one more before I leave here. 1 second. I'm gonna go back to my home. Let me see. 1 second here.
Black women, come here. Listen, I've been laughing at us so hard this week, and I know things are supposed to be serious, right? We got Trump back in the Oval Office doing all the things he said he was going to do and not doing most of the things he said he would do, including, bringing down the price of y'all eggs. But I've been laughing at black women because we are eating the words. All that big talk that we was talking after the election about don't bother us, we checking out, 2025 to 2029, we're in yoga, we're doing our thing, and we are doing all of that. We are doing all of that. But the reason I'm laughing at us is because I knew that when it really came down to it, we couldn't help ourselves. We cannot, it's innately in us to help people. When we see people downtrodden, when we see people being shitted on, we see people being discriminated against, it is in us. And it has to be like epigenetics, right? Like it has to be because some of us truly come from steppers and our ancestors would have been doing the same thing.
I don't know.
And so it is literally in us.
I don't know what she's talking about. You can tell she's from the LGBTQ community. They talk in circles. They think they so deep. You tell she's a bulldagger. Anyway, let's go to another video. I don't know what she's talking about. Get to the point.
We were sitting here talking, and the conversation came to reparations, but in a different way. You got to hear this. We're sensitive to the ICE raids and stuff like that. The idea may come about that they try to get rid of us. Maybe they try to get rid of us. So my thought process is, let's start negotiations now. Think about it, negotiations now. Here's what we're negotiating. Whatever you decide to do, we want to negotiate with another African country for $1.5 million. Minimum, $1.5 million minimum. We take everything and we leave. Since only one culture wants to be here, we take everything and we leave. But we negotiate with another African country. That's it.
Sir, they're not giving us crap. All we want is just to be left alone and for the playing field to be level. They have meetings to strategize how they're going to stop us. They come up with laws. Okay, so they doing this now. So now we're going to do this to stop them. That's why people talking about segregation. Bring it back. We don't care. People talking about the country. It's finna get hard in the country. We'll be fine. Blacks, we used to the struggle. What can they do to us that haven't been done to us already? What can they do to us? I mean, I'm just being 100. What can they do? We don't care. We already been starving. We already been broke. We already segregated anyway. We are such gifted people to where we're going to come up with something amazing, and they're going to send their people in to see what we're doing. They've quiet over there. Send Jeffro over there. He going to come over and go back and report it, and then they're going to come up with a strategy to try and stop it. We've been going through this for years. Welcome to our world. We're going to be just fine. I'd like to appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I need y'all to do that for me. Hit the like button right now and subscribe to the channel. Happy Sunday to everybody. Until the next time, keep your game tight. I appreciate y'all.